Hello everybody, Demon Red Mist here. And I am here to drive some road cars, and I've got a lobby open to any of the DGT drivers if they want to join, and they might not. I come on for a drive regardless of what others do. And basically all I'm wanting to do here is drive a few road cars and see if I can find any that could potentially be very good league cars to use in league events. So I'm going to try a few different cars. And James has just joined me. James, I'm live streaming, just so you know. Might want to turn your microphone on. Likes doing this, James does. Comes in, says nothing. So anyway, the first car that I'm going to be trying is the... Oh, here he is. Hello, James.
Alright. How you doing?
Oh, not bad. I'm streaming. You're live.
Oh, right. Oh, lovely. Alright, everybody.
No one's watching.
Right. Well, for future.
Yeah.
Everybody in the future.
I'm driving some road cars if you're interested in just having a drive.
I'm just finishing off a livery.
A livery? Yeah.
It's, you know, it's the next season's car.
Yeah.
And the same colour scheme, but just a slightly different design.
Alright, fair enough. Well, I am test driving road cars as potential, seeing what I can find that could be potential league cars. So the first one I'm going for is Porsche. I can't remember which one it is.
I thought you said I am going to eat some food, watch a film, and go to bed.
Ah, no. Probably go to sleep, is what I said. But the film I watched was quite good, so I'm kind of awake.
What film you watch?
Zombieland 2.
Right. Well, I'm currently listening to a lot of people ranting about Star Wars, which is pretty hilarious.
Alright. No spoilers, please.
I will not spoil it for you.
Oh, I don't know. I'm going to give some information about this car that I'm using at the moment. It's currently set to N500 with a BOP on, and it is a road car. It's not a race car that's a road car. This is the Porsche that I first started doing drifting in, but it handles so nice in normal racing trim. Apart from when you hit the bus stop. I must admit, as the Porsches go, it is one of the better looking ones. It can get the tail out a little bit, but it's more than drivable, and that's why I actually used it as a drift car, because you can get the tail out and drive through it. You watch, I'll fucking spin now. This is a lovely car.
Which Porsche is it? Is it new?
No. I'll finish this lap and then I can tell you exactly which one it is. But I just find there's some cars that when the rear end starts going out a little bit, there's nothing you can do. Whereas with this, the rear end goes out a little bit, and yeah, you can literally just power through it. So as road cars go, this has got a lot of grip. I say as I brake way too late for the last corner. Yeah, that is a good car. It's the Porsche 911 GT3 RS 991 16.
What is so it's a road car, that one?
Yeah, it's a road car. Very, very, very good car. So at the moment, that is the benchmark. So any other cars have to be better than that. I've already got a few in mind that I do want to try. At N600, I'll pull that down to, yeah, that's in the N500s as well. Okay. No, I do not want heavy wet tyres on, thank you very fucking much. Let's see what this Ferrari F50 is like then. I know I've driven it before. Remember rightly, as standard it was pretty good. Although I don't think it sounds as good as the Porsche.
Do they have Bentleys on it?
No. Not on this.
I do think that GT3 Continental
Mm.
is one of the best selling engines. When you watch them Bathurst videos, the GT3 class, with like people in Ferraris and stuff like that, they're so low down, and then Bentley comes up behind them like a bus, it's just roaring like a lion. You're like, ooh.
Yeah. Big as fuck as well. Is there, I know they're a lot bigger than the Ferraris they're racing against anyway.
Yeah, they're probably about double the height.
You know.
I think the bonnet and the grille is the full height of the Ferrari in the same class of car.
Ooh. I've had 2 big crashes already in this.
Which Ferrari is that one? Is that
The F50. No.
Oh.
Well, it's not a bad car. But I prefer the F40 than the F50, but the thing is with the F40, for it to be a really good league racing car, it needs to be detuned.
Yeah.
Which kind of takes a little bit of the pleasure out of it, but it's brilliant to drive. Brakes aren't as good in this, although I might be going a touch quicker. I think I definitely prefer the Porsche over this. Fucking hell. Its its brakes are not good. Oh, I watched Mandalorian. I see what you mean about, yeah, shit's about to go down.
Just a bit.
Although I did think that guy, I was like, who are you trying to be? Darth Vader?
Yeah. You could just tell. But like, this is what I mean. Compared to the movies, you could tell he's like an intimidating villain. You're like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
He's not to be messed with.
His soldiers
Especially when he wipes out his own people. Just
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's when that's something like Vader would do. He wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah. And somehow we knew the baby was not in the thing.
Yeah.
I'll put this one down to standard. What does that go? Well, standard with the weight off. That's N700. Right, so the Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 1LE. Why did he have to have such fucking ZL1 1LE package 80? Just fucking call it the fucking Chevy fucking...
Because somebody gets paid per letter.
Yeah.
Well, hang on, if I just had an extra letter on here, I get another 10 grand in my pay packet.
Yeah. Should just call it
Add
like...
an E on it.
the Chevy Tyre Killer, the Chevy Widowmaker.
What does E stand for? Edition.
Yeah. Oh, that's what the LE will be. Limited edition.
Yeah.
Too lazy to write the whole word.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is a bit of an animal. See, that'd be a good name for a car. The Chevy Animal. At least you'd know what you're getting. Rather than like the Skoda Yeti.
I love that Grand when they were like, I've not had many cars that are about fish. And then everybody's in the audience started shouting.
Barracuda.
Yeah, and it's like, oh shit, yeah, didn't think of that. But I love that. That's the kind of thing where it's like, that's where you see the personalities in them. Whereas BBC, you know what I mean? If they started doing that, they'd get all embarrassed and be like, oh, we're going to lose our jobs because we haven't researched it. Whereas they're like, oh shit, we didn't think of that.
Well, you know what? Neil deGrasse Tyson made a list of all the cars named after cosmic things. And he said there's loads of them. I was listening to one of the podcasts where and he must have read off at least 20 of them. Right? It says, and that's just a fraction. And basically, it was from the Apollo, like going to the moon, that started the craze of naming cars after space type stuff.
Well, what was that car that all astronauts got?
They all drove the Corvette.
Yeah.
Although they don't get them anymore.
I think that's part of the thing. Like, it's like free sales, isn't it? I mean, if you know an astronaut's got that car, you want one.
Well, they weren't allowed to. The Chevy dealership wanted to give them to the astronauts, but the astronauts were not allowed to receive gifts. So the Chevy dealer basically said, okay, give us $1.
Yeah, There's always a loophole.
Yeah. So this car is definitely a bit of an animal, but it's definitely drivable. Sounds typically American. Doesn't steer the best. It's not bad though. I mean, it's a mean-looking car. Its brakes are better than the F50.
Gotta say, even though a lot of people will struggle with it in the circuits, there's the track on this game.
What's that? Le Mans?
Laguna Seca.
Oh, Laguna Seca. Yeah. Thing is, people will only struggle on it while they don't know it.
Yeah.
Oof. Interesting car, that. The Chevy Animal. Standard sort of rating. I know like max tuning it to an M1000 is fucking... Yeah, it's undrivable. Well, it's not undrivable, but it's fucking horrible to drive. Right, I did want to try some of the Lamborghinis. Although, you know what, I have just bought, and seeing as I'm in the N700 class, I'll go with it. I have just bought the new Ford GT that you said was shit.
I just thought it was shit, fully powered. It probably just needs reducing power. I bet with a decent setup on it, you could probably get it running nice. I think standard.
Well, with BOP, it's added power and added weight, so let's see if it was just the driver. You watch us. Oh, nice flashing lights on the steering wheel.
Yeah, I did like the interior.
It's a bit quiet in comparison to the other cars I've driven and what you'd imagine, yeah. Considering the engine that's in the back of it, it's not a small one. You know what, so far it's actually handling quite nice. Oh. Bit of understeer. You know, as road cars go, I've driven worse. Yeah, I think if you tuned it up, I could imagine it being a nightmare because it'd understeer to fuck and oversteer to fuck.
Got a decal saying honk and the kid falls out, but before he gets vandalised.
Yeah. I've had the Pornhub decal removed. Well, I have not had it removed, it's been removed. You know what? This Ford GT is actually quite nice to drive. You can get the tail out, but drive through it. It's a little understeery. But once you know that it's inherently understeered, it's fine. And it is, I mean, to be fair, it is a good looking fucking car.
Yeah. Oh.
That's a bit late on the brakes. You know, I'm still going to make it. You know, it's good on the brakes. Not making that. Oh, bollocks. I was too ambitious through the bus stop then. This is a good car. It really is.
Is it completely max tuned?
No, this is it's standard settings, which is
probably,
and hang on, let me finish. It's standard settings, but with BOP on, so it's giving it a little more power, but it's giving it more weight as well.
Yeah, it's probably me just whacking it up full.
Yeah.
And then taking it for a drive.
Yeah, I'm driving this now, and yeah, if you whack the power up full, literally you'll have no front end. It probably won't brake, but also it'll have so much power when you do try and put your foot down. It'll just light up the rear, because at the moment, yeah, you can get the rear stepping out. You just power through it, easy. I tell you what, I'll max tune it after this lap. No, I've got to say this is a lovely car to drive.
I want like a title sponsor, but I can't think of that goes with yellow and black other than DeWalt.
Nutella. Doesn't quite go with yellow and black, but we didn't want to change gear then. So that Ford GT that's a good car. Right, so let's see what you put yourself through with it, shall we? So it's currently on 646 brake horse and goes up to 834. Let's take the weight off it. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be evil. Yeah, I can already tell it's understeering, under power, and that's just out the pit lane. Yeah, I can see why you didn't like it. It's very different at its more standard settings, but I have noticed it is a feature with quite a lot of the road cars on this. If they understeer a lot on throttle, take a bit of power out of them, and they do handle a lot better. So if you go and whack a load of power on it and it's understeering to fuck, it doesn't like it. Although if you spent ages pissing about with the setups, you could get around it. But on the other setting, this was a much nicer car to drive. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm able to do a faster lap on the other setting as well, because I just can't get the power down. because when you go put your power down, the front end just washes out.
Well, at least I'm not doing
I've not crashed it yet. Nearly did then. Yeah, tons of oversteer, followed by tons of understeer. There's not many cars where I've had to brake for the second part of the bus stop at the Dragon Trail. This is definitely one of them with the way it's steering. I've done a faster lap, but it's horrible to drive. Oh, it's 4 seconds faster, but yeah, not nice to drive at that setting. But I'd definitely say if you've bought that car, run it at its standard setting. Much better. Didn't mean to do it by cat. Well, actually, I did, but on that list. Oh, right. Okay. Actually, I'm going to look at manufacturer because I want to have a look at the Lamborghini road cars. The Lamborghini. Not the Veneno because it can't fucking brake. You know what, the standard Lamborghinis are, I don't find them that attractive, you know, like the standard Huracan. The Aventador's alright, but
They announced that there were a new Lamborghini at that. I think there were one of them Nations Cups where some German kid throws a wobbly, which is all I watch it for. And yeah, they had ex-Ferrari team principal Stefano Domenicali there going, this is the new vision for Lamborghini. And it did look the dog's bollocks.
yeah. Well, this, oh, interesting. So, even though this said it had got an automatic gearbox, it is a manual gearbox. You know what? It sounds, I mean, it doesn't sound bad, but in comparison to the other cars I've driven, this sounds flat. Yeah, Lamborghini Huracan. Although I'll tell you what, its handle's quite nice and it's a 4-wheel drive. And there are a few interesting noises the car makes. Like on downshifts there's and upshifts there's like a gear clicking noise. Yeah. But it's got crackles and pops out of the exhaust, or it's just not very loud. And I bet because it's a road car, it hasn't got a torque distributor. Nope. You know, it's actually quite a nice handling car. It just sounds a little flat compared to the Ford GT. Okay, yeah, this is a good handling car. Ooh, I thought I was hitting that inside wall. No, I'm actually enjoying driving this. Ooh, pushed it too much. That car has actually surprised me a bit because it doesn't sound that exciting, but that's actually pretty good. The Huracan LP. Oh, wonder what that stands for. Limited penis.
Panettone.
I bought 2 of them. Oh, you know what? I went to Aldi, right? I thought, because I went to get some petrol, Aldi's next door. I thought, I'll go in, right? And I'll get the Panettones that I get for Christmas. And while I'm there, I'll pick up one of them giant fucking pigs in blankets. Couldn't find them.
Sold out.
Quite possibly.
To be fair, it's not hard to make your own, but
I can't make a fucking 6 foot long one though. I suppose you could. You buy a string of sausages and just put them in a swirl. No, I was very impressed then with that Genie. There's a few McLaren road cars, but I tend to find them a bit.
but yeah, McLaren in terms of like gaming cars, I never tend to get on with them.
No, I'm the same. They tend to either be way too understeery or way too oversteery. Let's see what we've got. So we've got the 650S14 or the MP412. The 650S is the more powerful one. Probably the slightly better looking one. I'll give that one a try. It's in the same class as the Lamborghini I've just driven, so it'd be a decent comparison. Another one that says automatic gearbox, but it's not. Actually, no, I think the Lamborghini was an N600. Hang on, I just thought, fucking drove that Lamborghini. I don't think it was with balance of performance on. No, it wasn't. But it was nice anyway, as it was. Try this McLaren with balance of performance on. Because I'm not a big fan of how the McLarens look either. I mean, in race trim, yeah, they look fucking good. But as the road cars, yeah, not since the McLaren F1 have I been that interested in them. There's the tail happiness. Alright, Chewbacca. Okay, the brakes aren't very good. Either that or I was just going a hell of a lot faster than I thought I was. You know, it just generally... Ooh, shit. Generally doesn't feel like it's got grip. Its brakes are really not very good. This car, you pretty much have to drive it expecting the rear end to get out on you in every corner.
Basically,
Yeah. Oh. It's a good job I can handle a car going sideways. Yeah, not impressed with that at all. See, whereas like with the Lamborghini I just drove and even the Ford GT, the Ford GT was in this car's class. The Ford GT just had grip, and yes, the rear end got out on you now and again, but you knew why, and you can do some, you can control it. Whereas with this, it was like, okay, it just seems to be stepping the rear out in every corner. You think of any road cars that could be worth looking at?
See any
Or a manufacturer.
thinking possibly like maybe Skoda?
What?
Do they do Skodas?
No. Skodas on a racing game?
Yeah. They're in rallying, aren't they?
Hmm.
Hyundais, they're in rallying, aren't they? Really hatchback Hyundais.
BMW M3? No. Let's see. Honda. There's the Hyundai Genesis Coupe. It's got 343 brake horse. It's not the most attractive looking car. And I bet it's front. Yeah, it's front wheel drive. Oh no, front engine, rear wheel drive. This is gonna seem so fucking slow after driving N600s and 700s to go into an N300. Doesn't sound too bad, to be fair.
Just thinking something that you'd never normally go.
You know what? It needs more power. It's just too slow. It sounds good, but it's just, yeah, slow. Take that. Let's see what power it can go up to. That's not bad, from 346 brake horse to 583. But it weighs a ton and a half. Jesus, no wonder it was slow. So now, with this having nearly 600 brake horse, this should be a bit of an animal. You know what, it's not as much of a beast as I thought it might be. Okay, it does understeer and oversteer a bit, but perfectly drivable. Oh shit, lost it in the bus stop. Oh, you fucker. You know what? It's actually it's not a bad car. What speed are we getting up to? 165, which is a bit low for a near 600 brake horse car, but I think because it's so heavy, it helps it. I mean, it's definitely not giving a sense of speed, but oh shit, oh, I've hit the bus stop again. But you definitely have to think about what you're doing. Oh, you know, I told you about I could seem to keep being able to smell burning, and you said, "Oh, could be it's a sign they're gonna have a heart attack." That is, it's not. That's a myth. I checked that out today. It's a myth, no, but it could be a sign of a brain tumour.
All right. Well.
Yeah. Yeah. Swings and roundabouts. It also could be nothing. So. But, well, that Hyundai was quite interesting there. I think
could be some toast.
Could be.
That could be Vicky burning pizza.
If I could smell that, then it's definitely burnt. Did you apologise?
It's kind of like, you know, the other side just like ignoring it.
All right. I don't want to do by country, I want to do by manufacturer. Okay, Alfa Romeo.
Oh, earlier I'd set, you know, I mentioned last night that Bella had cut all her face open. So today I thought, right, I'll take her to Pets at Home and get her claws clipped.
Yeah.
And I went and took her. Goes upstairs, sick room, and it's like a big glass cubicle. And in there they've got this fairly big dog on the table, clipping it. And it's not like aggressive or anything, but it's so big. I bet on the table it were taller than me, right? It were fair big. So if it were on the floor, its head it'd probably be a touch bigger than them two Labradors. Maybe probably just a fair bit taller. Dog. And it looks straight at Bella. And Bella looks at it, and like Bella jumps up at me, like clawing at me.
Save me.
I'm talking to that lady, and I'm like, yeah, she keeps flipping, like knocking her face with her back legs. The floor's clipping, and then all I hear is.
It's not gone down the stairs.
No, looks round, she's shat all over the floor.
Oh no.
I know. So then I'd be like, can I have some food?
Oh god.
Like fucking gunfire. Like,
yeah, she was scared then. She was like, please daddy, don't let that big dog fuck me.
Started out and then she clicked him and then she went, To be fair, I clicked them, but they're still really sharp. I thought, well, what the fuck?
Mm.
So then I come home, and I got me sanding paper out, and I sat there, literally for about an hour, sanding her back claws.
Yeah.
And then thought, actually...
Please tell me you didn't use a power sander.
Yeah, well, I tried that, and she was shaking, so I thought, maybe this is sanding it a little bit out. So then I just got a piece of sanding paper and stood it. So after an hour, finished, I thought, they're not looking too bad, actually.
Yeah.
I thought, right, I'll just go to the toilet, went upstairs, come back down, and she scratched on her face open again, all bleeding.
Oh, no.
Like, oh, for fuck's sake. So, cleaned her face up, and I've gone and made, I know you can get them, like, boot
cones.
things for
Oh,
red,
boots.
Like, for the red like a lampshade. I thought, no, I can sort this out. So what I've done, got like loose, like thin sponges, and I've like taped them to her feet. So she yesterday I taped socks to her feet.
Yeah.
That kind of works. But this now, she can whack her face and it won't do all.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, she's cut her face, then yeah, she doesn't want to go continually scratching it, but she'll want to scratch it.
Yeah, she looks a bit silly. She looks like she's got Delia Smith's spatula for feet.
I tell you, I read a story earlier today. I nearly actually sent it to you because it was a woman. I can't remember what dog it is, but it was like a white dog, really fucking fluffy, right? Big dog, really fluffy, like proper cuddly, like
a duster.
Yeah, right, like that. And she sent the dog to groomers to have a bit of an haircut. Come back, it looked like a fucking pit bull. They'd pretty much shaved it, and the woman went. Obviously, the reason I was reading the story is because the woman had gone fucking ballistic. It didn't look like her dog. She actually put like a before and after picture up. Fuck mate, it was shocking. But it instantly made me think of you shaving Bella. But
well, that was it. I just kind of got to this point where I'm like, you know what, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Spending it for £40
yeah.
in 2 days of battle.
I've just tried BMW M3 at standard. Sounds interesting, but it was slow. So I've just tuned it up. I mean, it handled quite nicely, but it was just slow. The thing is, I can't actually tell if it sounds nice or whether it sounds like it's rattling a fucking bag of nails. Brakes are alright on it. Oh, sideways into the second part of the bus stop and got through it. Yeah, this is drivable, more than drivable. Max tuned. Can't remember if I took the weight out of it, but the brakes on it are fucking brilliant. I'm braking at the normal point for... No, this is a BMW M3. The Hyundai, that was very good. But I think this is surpassing it on the brakes. Like, you know, obviously I'm at the Dragon Trail, and normally in a road car at this sort of power, for turn one you've got to brake 150, maybe more. You hit the brakes 150 and I was nearly fucking stopped. Oh, pushed it too much there though. I think I might have had two wheels on the curb that time. This is quite nice. I get the feeling with this car, if you rag it, you're going to spend all your time sideways but under control. If you don't rag it, you're just going to be quick. Yeah, 150 easily made the corner. I pushed it too much into the corner, but that surprised me. I mean, I know obviously BMW M3s are meant to be good, but I was surprised by that. Right, let's go manufacturer again. Oh, there was one of the Bugattis I thought of, but it's not a road car. Chevrolet, let's have a look in there. The only Citroen road car is a Citroen DS3. I think not.
Citroen Saxo.
Yeah. The rude boys car.
Gotta say, them little Golfs did have a bit of fun in them.
Yeah, they are good fun. They really are good fun. Okay, Dodge. I know there was one of the Vipers I drove the other day. It was fucking lovely. I think it might have been the SRT10. The SRT10 should be a better car than the GTS. Give that a try. What's that at then as standard? 500. So that's basically the same as what the BMW M3 just was. I must admit, I have been surprised by a lot of the Dodge Vipers on this, because the Dodge Viper race cars are fucking brilliant. Oh, this has got some nice sounds to it. Supercharger whine. Very low revving though, and it goes up to 7,000.
Yeah, very similar. You know, I'm not a huge fan of that Brie Larson who plays.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of hers because she's fit.
Well, this is it. She's to remove that stick from her ass. And, yeah, she was doing this talk show. Jesus Christ. Bloody hell. But all I can say is what she was wearing was just a bit distracting. Didn't know what she said.
Yeah.
Whereas she normally wears stuff where like, she's like covered up and everything. be like really rich sport men. And this one looks like getting tits out, and they're like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah. I mean, just on looks alone, for me, she's up there as like one of the top looking women. Tell you, this Dodge Viper is nice. It's actually surprisingly civilized. Ah, it fucking corners brilliantly. And it's another road car that's got decent brakes. I've hit the bus stop 2 laps in a row though, getting too confident with it. I'm trying to get the rear out, it just won't go. Right, I'm going to put a bit more power on that, I reckon. Stick another 100 brake horse on it. Still didn't get the rear out then. Bit of understeer. How the fuck did I just get through there? Oh, Dave the Arp's back from his party, I think. At least he's showing us online on Facebook. I was too busy looking at that. I ended up going off. But I would fully expect a Dodge Viper to be very loose on the rear end, and this really isn't. Keep expecting the rear end to step out and it just won't. It's another car that's surprisingly very, very good. Dodge, wasn't it? The SEMA cars. And well, I'm not really. I don't mind the old Honda NSX, but even that's a little bit tail happy as standard. The newer versions, I really don't like them. I don't like how they handle. Have you found your title sponsor yet?
Yeah, I'm using Martina. It's got red and black and white, but the outline is like yellow. So it kind of works. I'm not using the the normal Martini colours with blue and that.
Jaguar F-Type. Let's see what that's like then. Oh.
Yeah, is that the Group 3?
No, it's the road car. Oh, fucking hell. Sounds interesting. Hang on, let me just make sure. The way that those gears were going up then did not sound right. I'm wondering if... maybe that's why it's on the drift setup. Wondered why it was on comfort tyres. Oh, mirrors in a decent position, can see everything behind. Yeah, it turns sharp. Okay, this is a handful. And it's because the steering is so pointy. Like you turn it into a corner and it's turning in nice, and then all of a sudden it turns in loads more, and then that kicks the rear out. I must admit, I think if we were ever going to use one of the Jaguars, it'd have to be one of the race cars. I know me and Steve were testing the Jags and the Astons, and I think like they both sound fucking amazing in the Group 3 and Group 4, but one of them in Group 3 handles better than the other, and vice versa for the Group 4. I think it was Aston was better in Group 3 and the Jag was better in the Group 4, but they do sound fucking amazing. I mean, this Jag's interesting to drive, it's just very fucking pointy. Yeah, I mean, I'm driving it and I'm thinking, if you had tyre wear on, you wouldn't be doing many fucking laps. Lexus, what's in there? Lexus LC 517. Another great name.
Did you?
Fucking hell. Right, this is a 3-door coupe, right? Have a guess how much it weighs. It's 500 brake horse. Well, 470. Have a guess how much it weighs.
Half a ton.
2 ton.
Okay.
That's... I mean, it's a small... Well, it looks a small car. Let's see if it actually is when I get it out on track. No, it's a small car. Maybe it weighs this much because it's got 2 fucking cows lying in the interior. Jesus, how much leather. You know what, I don't think I could drive this for 40 minutes. The interior is vile. I'm gonna sneeze. Right, it'd probably look nice if it was white leather or black leather, but it's kind of like diarrhea brown. It's got a nice dashboard, digital dash. Hell, the brakes were good then. Ooh. Okay, that wasn't very nice. It's not a very exciting car to drive. It seems to handle nice, but it's a bit boring. Let's see what happens. Take the weight off and give it some power. Take all of the weight off and it gets down to 1.5 tons. I mean, that's a heavy car. Jesus. But it can get up to 742 brake horse. Yeah, he's feeling a little more lively now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do the same. It's almost 1 o'clock. I'm pretty sure I haven't got anything to get up for tomorrow, whereas today I did. So this has now become a very odd car in that it's definitely more lively, but it's not handling very nice. But its brakes are phenomenal. I say that and I've just got straight off. The thing is, considering it's got like nearly 800 brake horse, I'm only doing what, 170 nearly? But getting hardly any wheel spin. Probably not one I'd recommend as a potential league car, that's for sure. Odd. It went from very boring to very awkward. What was Lexus? It's in the Mazdas. I know the Mazda RX 500 is an interesting car to drive. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a car you haven't driven because it's an ugly fucking car. But it does actually drive quite nice. Alright, Mercedes. I've got SLS AMG 10. AMG GTS. Let's take the SLS AMG 10 for a drive. Okay, it's got 2 dials on the dashboard, and when you're looking down the road in your peripheral, or in my peripheral vision, it looks like number 5 is alive is staring at me. Oh shit, for anyone under the age of 35, you might not get that reference. Ooh, that's barrier.
I'll share this
Okie doke. I should probably share mine at some point, but I've redesigned it 3 times. You know you will. Oh, did you watch that Jeff Dunham Star Wars clip I sent you? The ventriloquist. No, right, yeah. It's about 3-4 minutes long, but I think you should watch it. Because it's about Star Wars. Yeah, auditions for Star Wars.
Oh, but
This Merc, surprisingly, is a little bit of a handful. Oh, by the way, I think I've reached that level of YouTubing where, like, when you're doing YouTube videos, there's a few different levels. There's like unknown, like known within your group of friends, known within your community, and then you get to the level where people start posting randomly offensive shit towards you because of your videos, right?
yeah.
Do you remember the video I did ranting about people having said use 1-1 on your steering force feedback, right? That's now nearly up to 4,000 views, and I've hit the new level because someone the other day posted, what was it? It was something like, I can't remember exactly what. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna fucking read it, right? Because it made me laugh. Really did. Where is it? Here we go.
You'll be able to see it down there.
Get over it, mate. Laughed my ass off. You're gay. I've hit the new level. I'm gay. looks alright, that.
Got a bit more black on it.
Want to see mine?
Yeah.
See if I, oh no, you know what? I don't think I've put it on, or have I? Yes, I have.
I do think that red and black's definitely your colour scheme.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, nice that. Very nice.
But the thing is, the red can be any colour. And it looks good in 3 or 4 different colours. But I probably will just stick with the red. Oh. Juice. Yeah, I mean, well, I was going to say it'll be an interesting championship in them cars. Well, we're in the middle of an interesting championship, and if you pull out another fucking pole lap like you did the other day, and they're able to convert it into a win, you could really scupper things for a few of us, because there's a big difference between me, Steve, or Steve finishing first compared to finishing fourth. That's a big points difference.
Yeah. I think we just one of them circuits where, to be fair, I wasn't really expecting a pole lap, but I just knew I wasn't consistent enough going into the race. Like I know, like if I need to pull some out of a bag, I can. But that's one of them circuits where I knew I just was not consistent enough.
Yeah.
I might do one of them laps, and then the next 3 laps I might be 2 seconds off it.
Yeah. Nature of that track,
it ain't because I just don't know what I'm doing. It was just, you just have a gut feeling.
Yeah.
Whereas Bathurst were the opposite. Bathurst were, I feel really confident here, but it just didn't materialise.
Well, interestingly, I mean, I was feeling pretty much exactly the same way. I think that's why I bottled qualify. Well, I didn't bottle it. I just made too many mistakes. So yeah, I bottled it. But going into,
I think that's it though. If you go into a race thinking, I can win this, I'm feeling quite confident. You can tense up a little bit. Whereas I was going into qualifying going, I don't think I'm going to do very well here. I just push like mad. So I want going in feeling like, but then when the race started unravelling a bit, I just started thinking to myself, well, I did say to myself at the beginning of this, I'd be happy to finish in top 5.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I was kicking myself a bit because I come on me, what was gonna be my last pit stop. I came out of pit lane right behind Steve F1. So when you pitted, you came out just behind Steve F1. So I would have technically been around you.
Yeah.
Near the end, but just literally following Steve F1, something happened where you just completely switch off and start thinking about something else.
Yeah.
You're like, what do I want for tea? Or what did this person say to me once? And literally just complete brain fade. And I were in gravel and I was just sat there going, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. That's pretty. I did similar at Bathurst. I was going to say, I think it helped me. The fact because I wasn't expecting much out of the race, with me doing the one stop, it helped me because I had to go slower to do it. So I was able to just be consistent but slow for the fuel. Well, I say slow, I wasn't slow, but I wasn't pushing at any point. And the only bit I needed to push was when I went to overtake Steve. And then I was able to settle down again. So it helped me finding myself in that situation where I didn't need to push. But at Bathurst, there was one time where I was behind Steve F1 going down the mountain, and I was so close to the back of him that even though I know where the road goes and I would normally have just turned in, he turned and I couldn't see the corner. I was into the barrier. But
yeah, no, I personally know in the head that I'm not in the championship fight for season 4. Because I'm not in the championship fight, I can kind of push a little bit.
yeah.
But I just, yeah. I think if I'm at circuits where I feel really confident, I'll thrive. It's just when, like, Suzuka, I've never felt 100% on that ever.
Yeah.
And even on that pole lap, I was more surprised than I was like, oh. I came up to find, where were it? I think it was before heading into 130. Yeah, it pops up with the time before, before you get to the it popped up saying up purple and something like 8/10 quicker than me previous.
Yeah.
And my brain just went, right now, do not fuck this up the chicane. And I think I've lost another 2/10 going through chicane and just got pole, but still I'm like, how have I done that? Because I've not been anywhere near that lap time.
Yeah.
I think it was a bit like Steve F1 at Bathurst. He said he'd never been near it.
Just got all the sectors together.
Yeah. But I think if I can get myself feeling quite comfortable with this Nissan.
Yeah.
And not fuck up in the opening 2 races then.
It does help if you don't do that.
I think that were it. The first race round here, I was so confident, and for it just to go to shit 'cause of my own error, I was mainly just pissed off with myself.
Thing is that wall can, I mean, as I said at the time, it can get anyone at any moment, and it's fucking heart-wrench. I mean, I've done it 2 or 3 previous races here. No, 2 previous races I've hit the wall, and another one I was in a big smash in the left right, going up the hill. But it's one of those things where, like, I know Steve is fast round here. Steve F1's quick round here. Ray's quick round here. But that wall can get every one of us at any point.
I think the main thing I think it was mainly like overconfidence when it was chicane, and it wasn't that I slid wide, I turned in too early, expecting an understeer, and it didn't understeer, it gripped, and I was like, oh shit, and then too late then.
Good old mate.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Okay, mate.
Take it easy. See you in a bit. Okay, so obviously I have been driving a few cars while I've been talking with James. Some of them not been that impressed with. A couple of them haven't been too bad. This Skyline though is, I am liking this now. To be honest, this Skyline, when I got it, I pretty much tuned it to the maximum and never turned it down again. And it's an absolute nightmare, fully tuned. But at about this level, it's pretty good. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do is, before I go to bed tonight, I'm going to take a screenshot of my last used cars, and I can highlight which ones were bad, which ones were good, which ones were really good, and send it to Stephen Ray. Holy shit! I thought I was twatting that wall then. Well, not a bad car, that. I'll say not a bad car, it's a good car. Okay. I'm not going to be doing many more, I'm just going to have a quick look. Where was I? Nissan. No. I know the Pagani Zonda's pretty good. Is there any Peugeots I want to drive? Not really. Not Plymouth, not Pontiac. Porsches I've looked at. No, thank you. Now, I already know what the rough is like. Even if you don't, I'm not going to drive it again. I drove it loads last night. I'm trying to avoid Subarus and Evos because we have already done an Evo championship. I'm not driving a Tesla because it's electric. And I know in the Toyotas, there's a few in here. I mean, there's a few decent cars in here. But I do know there's a couple that are already on their radar, so there's not much point me looking at them. TVR, that's new. The Golf, by the way, if you haven't bought it yet, buy it. It's fucking brilliant. It is proper good fun. And there's a Zagato. I can't remember what that was like. I have driven it. I've got a feeling it was shit. Oh, my eyes are hurting a little bit now. No in-car view. Well, it's quick. Oh, through those corners so far, it's fucking brilliant. Oh, this is... It's feeling absolutely fucking planted. If I've driven this before, how have I not remembered it for being good? Brake's a bit late for that. think we might have a contender. How have I not hit the wall there? Tell I'm getting tired and missing the braking point on that corner. This is a fucking brilliant car. Probably take that in third gear. Missed the braking point again. That's a fucking amazing car. That has proper shocked me. There's been a few cars that I've been surprised by doing this. Okay, so yeah, so on this screen, which was the first? So the Porsche was the first car that I used. So every car from the Porsche up are the cars that I've used at the go-in this evening. So I will take a picture of that. Now, what I'm going to do now is, because I'm interested, obviously I can't see what that car or the Ford GT looks like going around the track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to time trial, just do a lap or two. And then I can actually look at the car now. One of the reasons to do that is because sometimes a car can be really nice to drive, but they look shit on camera, or they sound shit on camera. I'm going to go with the Ford GT first. Now, you may have heard me talking to James about the Ford GT. He had said to me a couple of days ago that he'd driven it and it was It was not very good. Personally though, I drove it on sort of. I drove it standard settings with BOP on. I think I can't remember. I fucking loved it. Where's that understeer come from? I'm guessing because I've just driven some cars that are slower and got decent handling. I'd forgotten exactly what this was like. Oh no! But having driven the Zagato and jumping in this, the Zagato is better. But I do like that this can get a little bit sideways and you can drive through it. Third gear corner that. Ooh. So it's definitely not got the grip of the Zagato, but once you know that, it's like any of the cars really, once you know what it can and can't do, then you can try and maximise the situation. It is a nice fun car to drive. That it's not like a hit the throttle and forget car. So let's see what it picks the nose up a bit. Active rear wing. Does sound good. Got a lot of suspension travel. It handled that curb quite well. Not many cars do, but I guess it's because it is sitting quite high. Ooh. I like that sound. So, watch the driver. Watch the driver's head. Right, okay. Focus on the driver. Do a little dance. Kilo. That was close. Not bad. That I like that. I like how it drives. I like how it looks, and I like how it sounds. And there was a lot of noises that you could hear then that you don't hear when you're driving. Right, let's see what the Zagato is like. Oh, too confident then. This is a lovely car to drive. Proper nice car to drive. Right, let's see what it's like on a launch. Well, it didn't spin up on full throttle. Well, it spun up but didn't spin around. I'm pretty sure that was faster than the Ford GT. Yeah, it was. 3 seconds. Oh no, hang on. So, right, okay, yeah. I have, oh, for fuck's sake. I've driven it around here before. Don't know how I hadn't remembered it then. Did a 139 there. There's the Ford GT17. It ain't that one. Or is it that one? Yes. Oh well. It's a fucking good car. Alright, let's see what it's like on the replay. Well, definitely doesn't look boring. Almost looks too easy to drive. But I think I've got to say, out of all the cars I've driven this evening, this is by far the best. Still, it's a wall the same as any other though. I'm looking at the car and trying to think. It's kind of got a hint of a Corvette look to it, sort of rear quarter. Sort of rear quarter window back. I think I might have to have a look at how much this is worth before I sign off, because I would definitely recommend getting this car. So let's see what it was like then, doing a thrash the tits off it start. Well, it could have given me a better camera. Well, yeah, that is definitely the best car that I drove this evening. I'll definitely be sending that forward to the DGT admins as a potential. But I mean, I took a screenshot of all the cars I've driven, and I will I make a couple of notes on the picture. Oh my god, I could do without that. I've already got one, and it's a fucking death trap. It rolls over at the sight of a corner. Right. Oh, okay, well, it ain't gonna be a shit car. But it is a car that I've already got. To be fair though, I do like them. They are mental interior and a good car, a fun car to drive. Right, let's have a quick look at how much Zagato was. Yes, it's from Asia. No. Okay. Italy. If it's a VGT, it would cost $1 million. Yeah. Very good car. Very good car. I mean, so okay. Well, I suppose those braking and cornering stats would be on road tyres, not racing softs. But yeah, very good car. Definitely highly recommend buying that. The Iso Rivolta Zagato VGT. So I suppose technically it's not a road car, but it ain't a race car. Okay, right, that is me done for this evening. I am going to go and get myself some bloody sleep. Hopefully not bloody sleep, but some sleep. Because I think I only got about 4 hours last night. Right, have a good one, everyone. I'll see you all again soon.